becoming an outrageously welcoming community, right? And we talked about how people, and I'm sure many of you who come regularly know this, people are seeking out orthodoxy, at least in my lifetime, like never before. As of right now, this includes Joseph, who we just made a catechumen. We have 11 catechumens at our church, and we have what I would call like 6 inquirers. So those are people that have an interest in orthodoxy but haven't yet been officially made catechumens. So what I wanted to do today, and I did last week as well, was to offer some thoughts, so kind of doing a little mind reading, some thoughts that a visitor to our parish might want you to know that they have, right? So here are the thoughts that they might have. I'll go through last week's really quick. Number 1, you have the advantage. I am at a disadvantage, right? You guys know where the bathroom is. If I'm a visitor, I don't. You know where the changing table is. If I'm a little mom, a mom with a new child, and I'm here for the first time, I don't. So we need to make sure we are mindful of our visitors. Number 2, remember my name, right? We talked about that last week. It's important to remember someone's name if we can do it. I know people say they're not good with names, but honestly, I don't buy it. Number 3, the Holy Huddle is a good way to show me I am not welcome here. The Holy Huddle is when we go to coffee hour and we gather with all of our friends in a nice circle and we exclude everyone else, right? So if we want to disinvite visitors, make lots of Holy Huddles at coffee hour, right? Now let me jump. Number 4, so I got 3 today. Number 4 is, you may be the reason I join this church. You may be the reason I never return, right? Be the latter, be the former, not the latter, right? So, how many of you have gone somewhere and had a horrible experience? Maybe you went to a restaurant and the waiter was just horrible, right? We don't want that. We want the people to go back and be like, wow, I have never been at a more loving environment in my life, right? So make sure that when you go to coffee hour, we do that, right? We want to be the reason people stay and keep coming and become catechumens and become Orthodox, not the reason they drop out on religion. Number 5, a gift goes a long way. So many of you know, and I've said this before, but if someone's a first-time visitor, we have these little packages we give them. There's a nice little mug inside. So if you meet someone and they're visiting for the first time and they don't have a mug, hopefully that will never happen, I would encourage you to find a parish council member and make sure they get it, right? So we want to give them a little gift because, you know, when you get a gift, you feel valued, right? Who doesn't feel valued when they get a gift? Number 6, within reason, do all you can to get me to coffee hour and get a cup of coffee and a plate of cookies in my hands, right? So, again, you know, and I'm going to say this in a little bit, but Father Pandalemo, me, is tied up for about 20 minutes after liturgy. I have to commune the gifts. I have to take off my vestments. I'd say 2/3 of the time, somebody's traveling and wants a blessing, or they're sick and they want unction. It takes me a while to get to coffee hour. So you all are the boots on the ground, right? So you have to be the ones doing it. You can't say, oh, it's Father Pandalemo's job. It really isn't. In fact, it is impossible for it to be my job because I have a different job that has me somewhere else, right? So, within reason, do all you can to get me into coffee hour, get me a plate of cookies, and get me a cup of coffee. I mentioned last week that this is not just Father Pandalemo's idea, right? Welcoming those who visit us is not something Father just cooked up, and now he decided he was going to bother you for 10 minutes at the end of liturgy when you want to go home and get some food. It is Christ's commandment. It is Christ. In fact, when we don't welcome people that visit our church, we are explicitly disobeying a very clear commandment from Christ, right? He says in Matthew 25, I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. That's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. Someone's visiting, they're a stranger. If you're a regular, it's your job to welcome them, right? So, last but not least, this is my favorite part of the presentation. I want you guys to fill in the blanks, right? So we're going to say it out loud, right? I'll read it first, don't say it yet. The sentence is, at church on Sunday, this is for all those who are regular attendees here, right? At church on Sunday, I am a blank, you fill fill in the blank, and not a blank. You fill in that blank. Ready? So let's all do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. At church on Sunday, I am a host and not a guest. One more time. At church on Sunday, I am a host and not a guest. A plus. Have a good day. Parish Council, please come forward with the tray.